excuse me. Hi, probability and statistics kids. Sorry, I'm making too many mid videos all at once. This is Dr. Callahan with week 8 Friday for Prop and Stats semester 1. Go ahead and pause the following pause the video and answer the following 3 questions. And happy fall, you guys. This is my favorite time of the season. All right, so last time I saw you guys, just as a quick little check and also as a idea of what is happening, this is week 8, Friday. Next week is week 9. Next week, Friday, is your warm-up block is going to be due. Today, if I'm seeing you in person, your Unit 2 Chapter 11 white packet is due in class today. If I don't see you in person, I will see you guys on Monday for week 9, and that will be due. So I want the guided notes to be completed in addition to the textbook homework to be completed. You will get a new packet that will last you for the next 8 weeks. Finals week is going to be on week 18, and start of next week officially marks the beginning of the new quarter. So that tells you you're halfway into the semester. We're halfway there. Okay, so you guys had a little bit of homework assignments from the textbook, and I asked you guys to go ahead and do these numbers right over here. These are the last ones as well. So here are your answers, and go ahead and take a look at them. Pause the video, make sure you have 11.7 on the back of your homework packet. Okay, so one of the questions that you guys were supposed to go over was number 44. And the question says you guys had a bunch of different juices, and I actually don't have the question in front of me, but I'm assuming that there are 6 apple, A for apple, 8 grape, 4 orange, and 2, it says M, and the only fruit that I can think of is maybe mango juice. And so what are the probability of getting 3 cans of grape juice from this grocery store? So first I'm going to do is I'm going to add everything together. There are 6 apples, 8 grape, 4 OJs, 2 mangoes. So then all together there are 20 juices at this grocery store. So then what are the probability of getting 3 cans of grape juice? So then my first probability of getting grape juice is going to be 8. 8 out of how many? Out of 20. So that's my first probability. Times my second probability, and I also want to have grape juice again, but because you already taken one of the grape juice out, because you drank it, okay? So then what's 1 less than 8? It's 7. And then the total is 20, but then you already drank a can, so now the grocery store doesn't have 20 anymore. It has 1 less, which is 19. So then I multiply that by the third probability of getting another grape juice. So 1 less than 7 is 6, and then 1 less than 19 is 18. And so this is generally how you will set it up. You will go ahead and multiply it. So you have a number on top and a number on bottom. Divide it, move the decimal 2 spaces to the right, and you will get a percentage. And that is a percentage that you will drink and get 3 consecutive grape juice. All right, we also went ahead and did objective number 15. These were the steps. And once again, these are the 2 numbers on top and bottom. You want to go ahead and divide them using a calculator and then convert them into a percentage. All right, so this is the breakdown for today. So your Unit 2 packet is due today. I will be collecting that. In addition to that, this is your last quiz for this unit, quiz 11.7. We spent 2 days on dependent probability. I will be giving you guys a brand new packet today for Unit 3. Your homework is required at the back to show work in order to receive the credit. And today I have the following things that we're going to go over as well. Okay, so today is your quiz day. Now, on your quiz day, you are going to have the following quizzes right here. Now, if you're doing this in person with me, you will have this paper, so you can just turn it in class after you're completed with it. But if you're not in person with me, you would have to go to MS Team. So hopefully you can see that right now. Let's make sure that's on the right one. Yep, it is. And so go to MS Team, as you can see right here, go to the class that's for probability and statistics. And then right here versus week 8, Friday, 11.7 quiz on dependent and independent probability. It's on a PDF. So even if you don't have words or PowerPoint, it's okay. You can still download it. It is due 1 week from this Friday. So you have until next Friday, which is October 23rd. So you want to go ahead and click on the assignment. And ta-da, you have this PDF right here. And of course, nobody has turned it in yet because you just got it. And so I want to see this from your view. So this is what it looks like. Click on it. And I believe it's just a 10-question multiple choice on dependent and independent probability. And yes, it is 10 questions, multiple choice. Okay, so what you can do is go ahead and do this on a separate piece of paper. If you don't have a printer at home, that's totally fine. You can just go to show the work on a separate piece of paper, take a picture of it with your phone, and then just simply upload it onto MS Team. Now, if you're having difficulty with that, you can also just give it to me in person on week 9, Monday, but you want to make sure you're completing this on time within a reasonable time because you don't want to be spending a significant amount of time, holding on to this. One of my favorite interesting questions is when students go, well, I did it, but I left it at home. And I'm like, okay, I sympathize with that, but it doesn't do you any good if your quiz is at home and I don't know what it is and I don't know if you did it and I don't update your grade. So make sure you do yourself a favor and then bring it to me when you guys are done. Immediately, like immediately. Okay, so then what I want you guys to do is the second part of the class after the quiz, you will have this practice on independent and dependent event. There are 12 questions. And then remember with independent means that there is no effect. So there is no reliance. And a good example of that is like rolling 2 dies, okay? Whatever I roll on the first die, the second die is not relied on the roll from the first die. So that's independent. Dependent means there is an effect, okay? So whatever you get for the second probability, it is dependent on what happens with the first probability. And a good example I gave in class is giving birth. Like if you already had a little boy with your first pregnancy, your second pregnancy, oh, I'm sorry, you know what? That's a bad example because really that is still independent. Okay, that's a bad one. Sorry. A better example of this would be like picking someone from your group of friends to go on a trip. Okay, remember the example we went over in class. You have 10 cousins, 3 of them spoke Spanish. You have 2 extra tickets to take somebody with you to Spain, but you want them to speak Spanish. So if you take one of your cousins, the probability of taking a second cousin that also speaks Spanish is obviously dependent on the probability of your first cousin, whoever you're taking that from. Okay, so that's a good example. All right, so make sure you finish questions 1 to 12. This is your exit ticket right here. And then your SEL challenge right here is on the right side on a separate piece of paper. Go ahead and pick any 3 in a row, across, up, down, or diagonal. And if you need some extra credit, you can do 2 more for extra credit. Show your work on a separate piece of paper. And there are 9 different tasks. Okay, So with the independent, dependent events, I can go ahead and share you guys with the answers. Make sure you read them and you understand whether they're dependent or independent. Here is number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, you guys, that's basically all I have. The biggest one is that make sure you are completing your quiz and you take a picture and upload it onto MS Teams so that way I can see that you turn it in and your grades are updated. Everything that you turn in on MS Team, I have updated them based on the weeks that they are due. So if you have an assignment, let's say that says week 5 assessment, then take a look at week 5. It's labeled literally week 5 on Infinite Campus, and you do have your grade posted up there. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and be safe and healthy, you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.